Am I the a-hole for not celebrating my birthday with my wife after she cancelled our honeymoon this year for her solo trip to Europe? My wife 32F and I 33 and got married a couple of months ago, and my wife went on a solo trip to Europe. She always wanted to do the solo trip, but she never had the time to do so because of work. However, she used the honeymoon time for her solo trip. I wanted to accompany her to her trip, but she said she needed this for her mental health, and I ultimately agreed even though I was sad about it. She thanked me many times for being understanding of this, but I put it on the back of my mind and tried not to think too much about it because I was really excited about our wedding. The wedding was great, and my wife left for her trip to Europe the next day. I really missed my wife and it affected my mental health. My wife came back home on my birthday last Thursday, but I was out of town celebrating it with my sibling 31F. When my wife texted me asking me where I was, I told her I would come back on the weekend. I came back home on Sunday feeling extremely happy. My wife says she wished she could have celebrated my birthday with me because she had planned something special. I told her I definitely would from next year, but this year, I needed to celebrate it with someone else for my mental health. Was I the a-hole? Edit. I think people are misunderstanding what I have asked. I did not ask if my wife was wrong in taking the trip. I asked if I was wrong to not celebrate my birthday with her. My wife did go on a solo trip. We were in constant contact and she had a blast there. She had a lot of fun. We FaceTimed each other every night. However, I did miss her badly, and I am thankful my sister got me out of my funk. But in the process, I sort of ghosted my wife. I sent only a couple of texts when she landed home and when she wished me happy birthday, and I barely responded to her texts the next few days and did not pick up any of her calls till I got back home on Sunday. But ever since I've come home, she has been feeling a bit down and I am feeling a bit guilty about it.
Here are the top comments.
So your new wife left for Europe by herself for 2+ months the day after you got married? She couldn't have split that time up with you? Do a couple weeks solo and then have you meet her up? Sounds fishy as freak. Why did she even get married if she still needs to do the solo thing? Makes zero sense.
Not the a-hole. She used your honeymoon for herself and then gets upset that you spent time with someone who is there for you. This would be different if it was just a random trip she took on her own and not her replacing a trip that is meant to be your private wedding celebration. Glad you spent your birthday with someone who wants to be around you.
She's not really married to you, think about it. She got through the wedding and left, didn't want to do a honeymoon but wanted to get out of town alone? I'm guessing she didn't go alone. This is a gigantic waving red flag. It seems nuts to me.
I wouldn't have married that person. Only one reason to go alone. For my mental health. Lol, I seriously doubt it. That's going to be a bad spot that never goes away and just gets brought back up over and over. That's a terrible to start a marriage. What the F?